Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. Were you disappointed by Rastakhan's Rumble's entry to the scene? Were you thinking, well, Hearthstone didn't really change much, something would have to change in order to motivate me to play a lot more? And if you were, then boy, there are some big news now. Blizzard announced today a bunch of nerfs, huge nerfs, the biggest nerfs we have seen in Hearthstone, and they are coming today. They are not yet live, but they are coming today, and this will change everything. First of all, Druid. Druid is getting nerfed, Ramp is getting nerfed, Wild Growth from 2 mana to 3 mana, Nourish from 5 mana to 6 mana. This is immense. This will affect Malygos Druids, Taunt Druids, Mill Druids, all sorts of Druids, except for Spiteful Druids. Spiteful Druid, hot tip number 1. Yeah, it's hard to say how much this will weaken the Druid, but it is a significant weakening. Just wow. And this is not all. Next up, level up from 5 mana to 6 mana. Yes, this is a major nerf to Odd Paladin. Level up was the highest performing card by far in Odd Paladin, and with it completely gone from the deck, you can't use it in the deck at all, it costs 6 mana. I'm not sure if this is enough to kill Odd Paladin, but it's an incredible blow. Also interesting is to note that now level up is an even cost card. So you could play Drygal's Jailer, and you could play Lightfuse Stegodon, and you could make an even Paladin with recruit synergies. Or you could go back to playing Dude Paladin. Remember Dude Paladin? The stuff before Gen Baku with recruit synergies. You can use Vine Cleaver and Drygal's Jailer and level up all in the same deck. Yeah, you could make a Dude Paladin too. Lots of interesting opportunities here, and Odd Paladin taking a huge blow. And this is not all. This is still not all. Saronite Chain Gang. From Battlecry, summon a copy of this minion to Battlecry, summon another Saronite Chain Gang. This completely kills the Shadowrock OTK. Shadowrock OTK is dead. It's gone. It's impossible to pull off anymore. It doesn't work. It's just totally destroyed. So, that was that. Obviously, people might still play Shadowrock in some kind of decks, because I used to play Shadowrock in Murloc Shaman, for example, where Shadowrock just repeated all the battle cries of all those Murlocs and Murloc buffs, and gave me a handful of Murlocs, and that sort of stuff. You can still use Shadowrock for those purposes, but the OTK deck, it just wiped out completely, overnight. There are also some other effects of the Saronite Chain Gang nerf. Hand buff decks are being weakened, and even Paladin lists that are running Valanir are weakened, because that Valanir Saronite Chain Gang was really sweet combo. This has some minor effect also on Keleset Saronite Chain Gang interaction, because if you summon another 2/3 then you don't get the Keleset buff on the summoned copy. So Keleset and Soul Infused Zoo decks are taking a little bit of a hit here, but not that significant of a one. But Shadowrock is gone, and even Paladin lists are going to probably move away from Valanir now. So really major changes. And wait, there's more. There's one more. This is incredible. Leeching Poison. Give your weapon lifesteal into give your weapon lifesteal this turn. This probably just kills Kingsmen. The real problem of Kingsmen was that okay, they can clear out the board multiple times, vanishes, saps. Kingsmen heals them every single turn for like 10 to 13 or something. But now, only 2 uses of heal in a game. Kingsmen is so going to die to aggro. Even if they can get the Kingsmen up, they just get killed. Even against mid-range decks, can they clear out the board often enough that Kingsmen would be able to kill the opponent before the board overwhelms the Kingsmen user? It's very likely that this just killed Kingsmen too. So Shadowrock is dead, Odd Paladin is dead, Kingsmen is dead, Druid may be dead. If you take a look at a little bit of statistics, then Kingsmen roll, Malygos Druid, Odd Paladin, boom. Shadowrock Shaman, boom. who wins? Who wins when this is what happens to the meta? And this is a compilation. This is not, of course, all the archetypes. There are so many archetypes, it's impossible to fit them into a single screen, but this is some of the main ones. And of these ones, Odd Warrior is the huge, huge winner of these changes. That's a really big deal. But of course, Odd Warrior will still be challenged. Stuff like Death Rattle Hunter, stuff like Spell Hunter. They lose some good matchups, they lose some bad matchups. Overall, they don't mind too much. They are still doing great. Hunter didn't see any nerfs. Hunter was already doing very, very well. Odd Paladin, one of the biggest Hunter counters, is getting nerfed to the ground. Hunter is fine. Hunter is not the biggest winner in the sense that Odd Warrior rises from having so many bad matchups nerfed, but Hunter already was good, and it only gets slightly better. In Paladin, we already saw in the previous tournament that even Paladin was brought more to the tournament than Odd Paladin, and even Paladin loses Valanir, it doesn't matter. Most of the even Paladins were already playing non-Valanir builds. Even Paladin is doing fine. Even Shaman is doing fine. Even Warlock is doing fine. There were a couple of decks that were not included in this picture that I just tried to find some of the winners, and Q-Block and OTK Paladin are other winners of this patch. But it would take quite a lot for the OTK Paladin to really rise to prominence, but Control Paladin builds definitely looking a lot more viable. And who knows what else can be invented. This is a major change to Hearthstone meta. Something that we have never seen before, and this quickly after expansion too. So if Rastakhan's Rumble initially felt underwhelming, now the game is just beginning. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.